I'm an idiot. He says, hello, and she's like, oh. Most of the time it isn't about you, Lies, so don't get defensive.
Get in, get off, get out.
Projekt X.
MorningshowCentral.com. It is Tuesday, which means that this is the Projekt X show. I am Otter. To my left is Pat. To my left are Johnny Five. To my right, Rooster. And the Tampax Pearl Twat Spot. Oh no.
I love it.
Awesome.
Chris, the Msc Everyman in the production studio. Back for her second week.
With a homework assignment that she did actually complete.
With a completed homework assignment. Intern Spice. Hanging out with wife and kid. Did he cut that early? Shouldn't I still be playing? At bed?
Yeah.
Shouldn't I still be playing?
Yeah.
I still be playing.
No.
I disagree.
It was the end.
I disagree.
Transparency.
No.
If you're not there, get to the website, projectxshow.com, Project spelled with a K. Now with a C.
There's your cane.
Because this is the best we got.
Also,
I
if you
like pork. I wanted to say something. I kind of felt left out.
Apparently, Project Alex is screaming and dancing as soon as we came on.
perfect.
Good boy.
If you want to call the show, 888-668-0742, toll-free worldwide. Welcome back, Patter.
What?
Saying welcome back. It's a TV show from before your time.
Which would make it before your time.
Touche, douche.
But I knew about it.
Yeah, I'm fairly familiar with Welcome Back, Otter.
Then why'd you say what?
Because
called
it's
him
still...
Patter, dude.
Yeah.
And patter is what little feet do.
Yeah, pitter patter.
Because of Welcome Back, Cotter, though.
Because you're very frequent at referencing 1970s sitcoms and television shows.
Maybe if you were around more often, you would know that it's my new thing.
Oh, it's your new thing.
Yeah, it's my new thing.
Oh, okay.
Like
so
new,
that's your
new.
old thing.
Like as of 7:04, new.
No, I started it last week when I said, nope, you're going to have to give me a break.
I was like, no, because everyone else in the room was just as confused as I was, and they were all here.
I got what he was saying.
Ah,
It just wasn't funny.
Ah!
Oh, snap.
And apparently Lindsay's stuck in 90s slang.
Are you high this week? Who's Lindsay, by the way?
Oh no.
Ah, yes! Yes! Yes!
It's
Every
gonna
now and
happen
again,
to
dude.
everybody.
Yep.
I'm not the only guy in the room.
For
No,
once.
you're not. There's 5 of us right now.
Well,
how it
4 and a
feels.
half.
It's not how it feels sometimes.
Oh, Chris. I'm like,
What happened?
Wow.
I thought I had a penis, but I was wrong.
Why do you look directly behind you when she's
It's large.
as if she did, she would instantly be directly behind you?
I thought I had a penis.
Irresistible.
We have a delightful little show for you tonight. Let me tell you why. Because we have stories, you see.
That's not a story.
There are stories in this packet. Plentiful, delightful stories.
This constantly and frequently updated one sheet.
Is there a top 13 thing on that one sheet still?
No, but there is the Onion story of the week.
All right, well, we need to replace that with top 13 because I do have a list for you.
Oh, okay. Well, there's a new thing.
Yeah.
What is it this week?
I am gonna play that one close to the chest until it's time.
Okay. This past weekend,
You weren't at my house?
because I had to work.
Still don't buy it. Neither does the wife. I was like, God, it's not like he screwed us over. He had to work. And she looked at me and she said, that's not his job.
Honestly, I wish.
He doesn't have to go do that.
I love her.
that night, I probably didn't have to. And I'll tell you why. Now, I'm going to tell you two things. Number one, I wish I didn't have to go, and I was able to come see a long-lost friend and watch fights and yada, yada, yada.
Which we didn't get to watch.
Why?
Because none of the streams that I could actually get on my phone would work.
Way
Although,
to go,
from
Otter.
reading results, we didn't miss much.
See?
But
So it's okay. Also, I wish that I literally did not have to work and still not show up so I could say, I'm not showing up because I disagree with the menu for tonight.
we had pizza.
Of course you did.
Lots of pizza.
I would still disagree with it, and I'll tell you why. Pat informed me that our long-lost pal, who was in town this past weekend to pick up some cargo to take back with him to Tennessee, he was coming with his new love interest. Not so much new anymore, but new to me because I've never met her. And usually, not usually, but most of the time I go over Pat's house. His wife cooks a delicious meal. Multiple times that delicious meal has been this crock pot chicken parm deal that's like a specialty. At least I look at it as a specialty of hers. And it's delicious. And I get told a week prior to that if I come over this weekend, we cannot have that chicken parm deal because our long-lost friend's new love interest doesn't eat marinara sauce unless it's on pizza.
Well, just any tomato-based sauce, because that's made with a pizza sauce rather than a marinara. But yeah, any tomato-based sauce.
She will not eat unless it's on pizza. To which
Toast her some bread, throw the chicken parm on top.
That's right.
So there you go.
Well, and my wife did offer. She said, "I'll make all kinds of food. I'll make more than just that."
And I said, no.
She's like, "I'll make him his damn chicken."
And I said, no, she does not have to make multiple meals because of this hoe. Now,
Meaning himself.
I
Relax.
shouldn't call her a hoe because I don't know her. However, I wasn't going to show up even if I didn't have to work because of the principle of the matter that this new broad, who I have no idea who she is,
Otter's got principles now.
is inserting herself into a comfy friendship and just tearing everything apart and just turning it upside down and dictating my life and eating habits because some dumb broad can't eat a tomato-based sauce unless it's on pizza.
It's kind of like being married all over again.
Again, I don't know her. I've never met her. So if our long-lost
I
friend
don't
does ever get wind of what I've said on tonight's show, I don't say it out of...
Spite. Hate.
I do say it out of spite.
Jealousy.
Not out of hate, because I don't know. Not out of jealousy. Out of get your hoe in checkacy. Because I swear to God, the next time he comes home and we can't go to a wing place to watch the fight because chicken makes her itchy, I'm punching her in the face and throwing her in the Ohio River. It's happening. Not the Cuyahoga. It's not deep enough. The Ohio River.
Yeah, but you can set the Cuyahoga on fire.
Not anymore. They're working. They're cleaning that up.
I thought we couldn't go to wing places because none of us can afford to go out to watch fights anymore.
That too.
I'm getting back there. Which brings me to why I really couldn't show up on Saturday was because Saturday night at the world famous Cleveland Agora was Chief Keef. Chief spelled correctly, Keef. Chief Keef, who is that, you say? I had the same reaction.
Welcome to my life.
So I Googled Chief Keef the day before the show and got some delightful YouTube ditties of his. Actually, Johnny Five, if you could look one up now.
That was once he spelled it right, because prior to that he just got delightful recipes.
Yes. Also, porn, because I thought I was being told Chief Queef. Because that's a real word.
Oh, God.
Keef, however, doesn't get hit on the spell check on my phone on the autocorrect, so maybe Keef is also a real word.
I wonder if that's in the book.
All right, which song are we listening to?
Let's do We Eatin'. There's a ditty by Chief Keef called We Eatin'. Chris, when we give you the signal, flip us over.
Are you sure there's a dizzy call me?
All right, hold on a minute.
There
If
is
not,
now.
do the first one that pops up. The very first Chief Keef that pops up.
Round to Rosie.
Not with
About macaroni.
macaroni time. Macaroni time. Let's do macaroni time.
Oh, God.
Macaroni time by Chief Keef. Chris, flip us over, please. Macaroni time. Chief Keef. produced the video.
That's all you're gonna find out.
Yeah, that's it. That's the whole video. Macaroni time. Tell me if you can understand any of the words with the marbles in his mouth.
I got buck.
I thought you said buck. I thought it was a chicken.
I didn't think it was possible to rap out of key, but he's found a way to do it.
No.
Like, usually you have to be singing a note to be considered flat,
Yeah,
but no, he did it.
he talks flat.
I thought he was singing about snails. I heard some.
All right, can we stop
Yes.
this one?
It hurts.
I was completely stuck on the upside down 2-liter bottle he had in his hand.
Did it say A and W, but it was completely clear?
I didn't see what the label was because it was the last possible second that I noticed he's holding that upside down and just swinging it around.
Perhaps it was a gravity ball.
See, dude, I have no problem with rap, but that's bad.
Yeah.
Good
Now,
rap is great.
Here's the thing.
That's bad.
This guy, Chief Keef, is apparently, now I'm not saying he's going to be the status, and I think this guy that I'm about to mention is also a twat, but
Twat waffle.
I think...
Not to be confused with the twat spot.
Right. This Chief Keef, apparently, through the Billboard charts and everything else, is rising faster and bigger than Lil Wayne was. And Lil Wayne became a thing in that community. Okay.
hurt for
Now here's
humanity.
the thing. Usually, my girlfriend comes with me to these shows when she's here on the weekend.
He's only 17.
Getting
Really?
there. My boss, who is my roommate, who is my friend, says no girlfriends at this show because this is not a crowd for them to be standing around in. Also, he was expecting riots. He said, remember what to do if there's a riot? That may happen. So I'm like, dude, this is going to be awesome. It's going to be the Cleveland Music Festival all over again. It's going to be black on black crime. They're going to be crazy. It's going to be the most ghetto thug whatever fight. And then as I'm Googling this kid and his wiki comes up and it says, whatever the hell his name is, Jerome Montague.
It's Keith Cordoza.
Okay,
or something
Keith
like that.
Cordoza, born
Or
blah,
something
blah,
like
blah,
that.
1995. I said, what? This kid is 17 years old.
That's cute.
That is awesome. I don't understand how ghetto thug it could be, but whatever. Let's have a time.
To which
From
I said,
Chicago.
bark.
Bark, bark. So
Macaroni.
I'm at the venue, and I'm getting my bar ready, and I see, standing in line waiting to come in through the glass doors, there's a lot of white people in the crowd. And I'm like, what? This is weird.
Hey, I give the guy credit. He's the first rapper I've ever heard who had a career after his jaw was wired shut.
Out of the hundreds, and that's important later, of people that were there, maybe a handful of them were black. The rest were probably about 13 to 17-year-old, what I call YOLO kids. All YOLO kids, 13 to 17 years old. I made, being there from 6 until 12:30 a.m., $25.
Not a lot of tips for Coke, huh?
I'm pretty sure, they didn't know, most of them didn't know they were supposed to tip. And by the way, that $25 that I made, 20 of it came from my boss as a tip out. Because I only made $5. $5.
Maybe your service sucked.
Yeah.
No, because the chick that I was working with, because we tip pool, okay? So it all goes into one and then we split. Well, she got cut early. She got cut like maybe around 10:30. She said, do you want to split this? At that time, in our tip bucket, there was $7. I said, I'm good on the $3.50. You take it all and get a gallon or so of gas. I'll just take whatever I make afterward, which was $5, 3 of which came from one dude. Now, in the beginning of the night, a strapping young lad comes up to me, and her, because we were still working together at the time. And as I see him walking up, the kid looks like he's 15, if not younger. And I look at the chick I'm working with. Here we go, immediately. Here we go, watch this. And he gets up to the bar, and he puts his hands down on the bar, and how are we doing, guys? I was like, oh my God. Like, now he's just trying to, like, act older so he might fool us. So
Stop being nice, you're giving me diabetes.
she looks at him, and she goes, what do you need? Huh? What do you need? Oh, well, what do you got there? And he's looking all around at everything that we have, and she's like this. Like, she just waves her hand to around everything that we have, all the bottles and all
We
the beer.
have a wall full of things that you're not allowed to have.
Right.
And this little thing that squirts pop out.
So after he sees everything, and he goes, okay, you got shots?
Like, yes, we have a flu vaccination.
What? I'm like, okay, dude. I'm like, listen, here's what's gonna happen. I'm not going to serve you. I'm like, he's like, well, I was like, you don't have a wristband, first of all. Well, how do I get a wristband? You go to the door and show him your ID, and you get a wristband.
Yeah. B21.
He goes, well, can I show it to you? I'm like, yeah, it's fine. So I take it and I look at it, and I start laughing because it says 1995. And I hand it to the chick, and she starts laughing. Hands it back. He's like, can I get a wristband now? I was like, all right, dude. Maybe I didn't specify. It's my fault. I misspoke. I'm sorry. You need to have an ID that says you're 21 or older to get drinks. Oh, well, if I bring one of those, can I get a drink? I was like, yeah, dude, if it's yours. If it's you in the picture. Okay, cool. Like, yeah, I can get one of those. I'm like, all right. And if it scans and everything, I'll give you a drink, dude. Oh, I could totally get one. They have fakes that scan now, dude. I was like, all right, dude, I'll tell you what. You get me one of those, a fake ID that looks real to my eye and will scan with your picture on it. I will buy you a bottle myself. Okay, dude, I'm going to be back later this summer, and you're going to be buying me that bottle. I was like, okay, pal, but listen, before you walk away, let me give you some advice, Opie. Because he looked like Opie Taylor. Let me give you some advice, Opie. I said, next time, not this bar, you go to another bar to try to fool the bartenders that you're of age. When they ask you what you want,
Don't
specify. Say you want Grey Goose. Say you want Jägermeister. Sound cultured. Say you want Johnny Walker Blue Label, and they'll be like, damn, Opie must be like in his 40s. Instead of coming up to the bar and just going, you got shots.
To give you a hint, we got alcohol, so yes.
So
Get more specific next time, too. Is it you want a double blue and soda, easy ice?
something. So then there was him, and also the kids who now they got smart, like around 11. They would send the 21-year-old that was in the venue to go up and get 3 beers.
Yeah. Can I get 7 shots?
He'd walk away and come back 5 minutes later. Can I get like 3 more Miller Lights? And they're getting plucked because our security's on it. And they're every person getting plucked away. Same dude came to the bar probably about 4 different times to get a $6.50 tall boy Coors Light. Each time didn't even get to open it. Just kept giving us the money, and we kept taking the same beer and putting it back with our stock. Like, that's cool. We made some kind of money tonight. So that was Saturday.
Those guys, I think, might be related to the guy when I worked at Blockbuster. Was a assistant manager there, and I was opening by myself one day. They had a guy come in, and he walks in the door, and he goes, yeah, can I get an application for a job? I said, yeah, absolutely. I said, there's a little computer right there. You sit down and fill out. Oh, all right, cool. Now, keep in mind, I'm wearing a shirt that says Blockbuster Management Team on it.
Right.
So he turns to the computer, and he goes to sit down, and he stops for a second. He gets kind of thoughtful, and he turns on and looks at me and goes, hey, you got to pass a drug test to get a job here? I said, yep, absolutely. He goes, oh, damn. And turns to walk out the door, then stops, turns around, looks at me, and goes, do you have to pass it like just one time? I said, no, they randomly screen us all the time. Oh, all right, man. And leaves.
Talking to his potential future boss. Classic. Not either of those guys, I'm sure, but do you have an idiot nominee?
I do, surprisingly better than any of those people. Mine comes to us out of Wisconsin. 27-year-old Dylan Aufdengarten.
I like it.
He was incarcerated and had a work-release job at an animal shelter. He managed to come up with an amazing escape plan as they had a bogus call about a vicious dog, so everyone was distracted and he snuck away. his 29-year-old girlfriend, Jennifer Harmon, was waiting for him nearby in a car to get away. And as they drove away, they got quite a distance away before he pissed off his girlfriend and got into an argument with her, at which point she kicked him out of the car, called the cops, and told them where to find him.
Hell hath no fury.
He's been charged with escape. She's been charged with aiding and abetting.
Oh, man, but
They
she
should
helped.
revoke it, man.
She helped.
She unaided and unabetted.
Makes it a wash, right? We're going to take a short break. We have cool stuff when we come back. You're listening to Project X.
User-friendly and ready to serve. MorningShowCentral.com. The following message is for those with a credit score of 800 and below. Who wouldn't want better credit? Did you ever wonder how different life would be from just having a higher credit score? Are you tired of being turned down for any kind of loan or only offered high interest rates because your credit score is holding you prisoner? Life doesn't have to be that way anymore with access to Turnscor. By increasing your credit score only 50 to 100 points, it can potentially save you tens of thousands of dollars in interest over just a 5 to 10 year period. It can be the difference in getting approved for a personal loan, business loan, high limits on credit cards, a brand new car lease, or even a home mortgage. We see so many ads from companies that give us our credit score, but once we get our credit score, what are they going to do to actually repair your credit? Unfortunately, nothing. Until now, Turnscor is the first automated credit repair platform that is simple, safe, and secure. You'll be empowered right from the comfort of your own computer so you can challenge and repair your credit report to ensure it's fair and accurate. Turnscor is specifically developed with you in mind. There's no more need for an attorney, credit repair companies, or credit counseling. More importantly, no more need for paying higher fees. Turnscor will help you get back on track and get the buying power you need. So whether you have bad credit, average credit, or even good credit, Turnscor is helping turn lives around one credit score at a time. Go to turnscor.com and enter the promo code MSC20 and get $20 off your purchase. That's TURNSCOR.com. 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 Looking for reliable and affordable Shoutcast audio or video hosting? JWN Media offers complete Shoutcast hosting solutions for business or personal use. All plans come with full listener stats, custom web scripts for implementing your service into your existing website, full server control, super fast network, and huge bandwidth limits, a 99.5% uptime guarantee, and friendly, knowledgeable support personnel dedicated to making your hosting experience fun and easy. With plans starting at only $3 a month, you have no excuse not to get a server of your own. Plus, with the option to add auto DJ and on-demand services, you can be confident your station will be all it can be. Custom plans are also available at their website. Simply visit jwnmedia.com and click the Shoutcast hosting link to get started right now. You're listening to Morning Show Central Radio Network.
I see the ice cream man come swerving up the block.
unsigned artists. What if I told you there was a place in Cleveland where you can get your merch made and have it sold in one location? What if I said you could bring your CDs and tickets to upcoming shows to this location? And what if I said you could do live acoustic sets at this location? I bet you're thinking there's no such place in Cleveland. Guess what? You'd be wrong. Contact Rick Navario at Rock City, Cleveland, and tell him you need merch made and you want to sell it in his store. Now, how cool is that? You can tell your fans to come down and get your stuff, and I think he'd ship your products to your fans. And he's local. Contact Rick Navario at Rock City, Cleveland today. 216-622-0377. That's 216-622-0377. If you have a product or service, let people know about it. Get your message out there and advertise on Msc Radio Network. It's easier than you think, and the whole planet is listening. Find out how you can advertise. Email Chris at morningshowcentral.com.
I knew something was wrong when a little pretty white girl ran into a black man's arms.
You're listening to Morning Show Central Radio Network. Pete 99 Technologies. Affordable and reliable web hosting done right. Jumping from one web host to another can be frustrating. Finding a good web host can be unnerving for even the most experienced of web designers. That's why Uncensored Net Noise has chosen P99 Technologies as its web hosting supplier. Established in 1999, P99 Technologies has evolved into a first-class web hosting provider. Its 99.9% uptime rivals many in the industry. That's why they offer their 30-day guarantee, no questions asked. For more information, go to P99.com. P99 Technologies will help you get started with your web presence with honest and expert customer service. P99 Technologies. Affordable and reliable web hosting done right.
This is President Barack Obama, and you're listening to Msc Radio Network.
If you're looking for the best in musical equipment, recording gear, sound reinforcement, and more, Guitar Center has you covered. Guitar Center, located at 26635 Brook Park Road in North Olmsted, has the tools of your trade with the largest selection of music and sound gear in the area. They cater to your musical needs and have the knowledge to help you out. Guitar Center in North Olmsted. MorningShowCentral.com uses them. You should too. Need to know more? Go to GuitarCenter.com. Oh, great. Not another Farmville request. Check us out on Facebook at facebook.com/morningshowcentral. Denying one Farmville request at a time. Having problems with your home computer or business PC? Looking to have some upgrade work completed on your computer? Have a special project in mind that may be too much for you to undertake alone? Time to call
Joe, the printer guy!
Joe the Printer Guy offers a full-service hardware and software repair center at his facility to handle your PC, server, and networking needs. Let their professional service staff handle your computer needs. They offer expert service at an affordable price. Visit Joe the Printer Guy at 14035 Madison Avenue, Lakewood, Ohio. Online, joetheprinterguy.com, or give him a call at 216-651-3880. Joe the Printer Guy.
I know. Oh my God, I know what we're gonna do. Oh, it's so delicious, I can almost taste it.
If you're looking for the best sub shop in town, look no further. Hanini Subs, located at 7310 Lorraine Avenue, is the place for you. Stop in for a cold cut sub, cheeseburger and fries, wingdings and fries, and so much more.
I can almost taste it.
Hanini Subs at 7310 Lorraine Avenue is open 24 hours a day. Check them out on Facebook, facebook.com/burrito crazy. And if you mention MSC Radio Network, you'll get $1 off your meal. It's all good at Hanini Subs.
So good.
Call the show toll free. 1-888-668-0742. You're listening to Morning Show Central Radio Network on morningshowcentral.com.
You know the fresh out of the shower feeling? Yeah, us neither. Project X.
If you're not there, get to the website ProjectXShow.com. Project spelled with a K, not with a C.
Backwards, if you can.
Because this is, in fact, the best bet we have.
Also,
By Taurus.
if you would like to call the show,
Also, clitoris.
888-668-0742. Toll free worldwide. I think this segment we're going to review Intern Spice's homework assignment. But first, I have an idiot nominee. Do you get why we call her that? Is this the first time you saw her when we walked back in?
Yes, but I wasn't paying close enough attention.
You'll know as soon as she walks through the door.
Charleston police on Friday arrested a 17-year-old accused of accidentally shooting himself in the leg at his girlfriend's home. Thomas Ankrum is charged with second-degree burglary, unlawful carrying of a firearm, and discharging a firearm within city limits, jail records show. On Friday afternoon, police officers were dispatched to an apartment on William Kennerly Drive concerning shots fired in the area. A 40-year-old woman at the apartment told officers that her daughter's ex-boyfriend walked into their home uninvited and shot himself after family members asked him to leave. The teen limped out of the apartment and was later picked up by officers at a Rite Aid on Ashley River Road, according to an incident report. Investigators found a semi-automatic pistol at the home and a spent 9mm shell casing. The gun had been in Ankrum's waistband when it discharged. Police
hate when that happens.
He was transported to St. Francis Hospital for treatment.
Just
currently
all kinds
being
of messy.
held in Charleston County Jail. When are they going to learn?
Premature discharge around the waist is never good.
They may think it looks cool.
Cleanup's a bitch.
Get a holster. For the gun. Not what they're talking about. Which reminds me, I
was talking about a gun. You ever tried to clean up a gunshot wound to the leg?
No.
It's a bitch.
Which reminds me, gunshot wound to the leg. Funny enough, I got a message from Chris a couple days ago saying, guess it's time to move. I'm like, oh boy, it's a message from Chris. He's going to be sending a news story, blah, blah, blah. Something happened in Garfield. No. Our marathon right up here on the corner of East 40th and St. Clair, that's a hop, skip, and a jump, literally away from where we do the show every Tuesday. A man was shot and killed.
In the leg?
Yep. Around 2 a.m.
Told you.
Apparently somebody
wasn't such a bitch to clean up, they would have saved his life.
I guess. Somebody found him around 2 a.m. sitting in his Dodge Durango in the parking lot at Marathon. Blood all over the place. Cops got there, took him to the hospital, gunshot wound to the leg. Bloop. Dead. Sorry. Who's the hairiest person in this room?
Pat.
Yeah, I'll go with that.
Without a heartbeat.
Pat.
Okay,
I wish I had a friend dub me Water Buffalo. Tried to make it stick with my nephew. Luckily, it never did.
This has...
Surprisingly, that's my nickname, too.
Your nephew was supposed to call you Water Buffalo?
Yeah.
Okay. That worked for me. My red-headed aunt has forever and will forever always be called Auntie Red because her friend thought it would be funny to get me to start saying that. Mm-hmm. She tried her damnedest to get me to stop. Brother and I did not consent. We kept going. Now, I ask Pat because, and you are pretty hairy. Do you have hair everywhere? Like, we know your back, but like your chest, your front of your torso, lots of hair there?
Not to the extent that, like, my shoulder blades area of my back is the worst, but
right.
Yeah.
Like belly and everything?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
See, this is what I've learned when you live with 4 other guys.
Don't share razors.
Most of which...
Hair is everywhere.
Especially with Otter.
Right. Most of which get high. I get drunk. And we had a discussion the other night. My buddy Dale was at the house, and he was talking about how, and I don't know how it came up. He wants to do a podcast. Mm. And he was thinking about doing a segment where he shaved his whole body and weighed it, and he thought that it would weigh a pound. All of the hair on his body. Now, Dale has a decent amount of hair. His legs are crazy hairy. No hair on his back, and a decent amount on his chest, and, belly in the middle, nothing on the sides. We pulled out a scale, showed him exactly how much a pound would weigh, which, by the way, a pound is 453 grams.
Roughly.
And we Googled that stuff.
It's 453 point some.
Now, my 100% Italian roommate, who is a bear and gets his stuff, like, professionally trimmed every couple weeks or so.
Wow.
He thought he had more than him and that he could shave all of the hair on his body and weigh a pound. Pat, you being the hairiest in here, do you think all of the hair, legs, arms, chest, back, head, ears, nose, face, would weigh a pound?
No.
No. Okay. That's settled. Sorry, I just had to put that on the record.
I think I could do that.
Part of me thinks if I said yes, he'd actually want to try it. So as much as I don't,
absolutely he would.
Much as I don't think it would, and that's the truth. Even if I did, I'm saying no because we're not doing that experiment.
No, I think I could. I think I could clear a pound.
So, will you try it?
Possibly.
After like 2 weeks of growth. Where you're at now, 2 weeks of growth, and then just shave everything and bring it in. You can keep your eyebrows.
All right, that'd be
What?
Just do it here.
No. What? There's got to be some kind of health violation.
Do it in the bathroom.
No, and the reason I say that is because my legs are infinitely more hairy than Pat's.
Have you guys compared?
No, I'll tell you what. That's the one area that doesn't. I mean, there's hair there, but it's not extremely hairy.
My kid, if I wear shorts, my kids pet me like a friggin' dog.
Okay. I will also say I would have been a lot closer had you asked this question prior to getting a haircut.
This is true. This is true. Because when your hair gets long.
Yeah, it's also think about me a few weeks ago.
Well, that's why. Okay, a month. We'll give you a month of growth.
You clear it with the wife.
Yeah, it's like
good call.
Guarantee you're not clearing it with mine. So
you clear it with the wife, and especially because I know mine, if she agrees, will have clippers in hand when she says yes.
Okay, fair enough.
So if you can get her to agree, I will do it.
If she's the one that's allowed to shave, both clipper and bic, do you think she'd be more apt to saying yes?
That's a 50-50 toss.
You can't bic. We can't bic. It has to be buzzed. You can't be able to bic it.
No.
Because how are you going to get that? I mean, you could have a catch in your drain.
I mean, well, you could use an electric that has a stubble catch in it.
Okay, that works. You know who does have a lot of hair?
I'm not going to be... If I do that, though, I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to be missing 2 weeks. Because there's no friggin' way I'm going to be able to walk and or sit after being buzzed in certain areas.
I was like, is she beating you after she clips you? Why is that?
No, trust me. There are certain areas, and we all know which ones I'm talking about, that...
butt. He's a very hairy
part
butt.
of it. Actually, I do.
And taint. Mainly because I wanted an excuse to say taint.
There you go.
Nothing says love like a woman willing to shave your taint.
Nothing says love like trusting a woman to shave her taint.
Oh,
That's
God,
true.
yeah.
It's a very sensitive area.
And nothing says awkward like having a woman shave your taint.
I have the visual in my head right now. I don't want it there, but it's there.
Yeah, it's pretty awful.
I'm laying back with his legs behind his head, and she's...
Actually, you know...
I just keep seeing Stewie saying, you want to shave my coin purse?
Who knows what?
I was going to say, you know how hairy my ass is, actually, because...
There's
bearing in mind, a few years ago...
Hey, Otter, come
you
shave
lost a
my
bet.
taint.
Well, no.
I'm going home.
Actually, this happened
You
in
were
your
there.
home.
It happened in your home, Chris.
Oh, God.
You lost a bet.
Yep.
Supposed to kiss my ass
Yep.
and decided to try to take a chunk out of it
Yep.
instead.
And then was flossing for days afterward.
Nah,
That's
sure
why
you
I'm
did.
going home.
Oh, God.
Want to relive
So you
the
can
memory?
relive that
Yeah, I was saying, you want to go where it happened?
You want to stare? You want to stare at that spot in the dining room?
No.
And wax poetic.
Nod and smile. No,
You want to walk in your house and go, Otter was looking at J5's hairy ass right there.
This is where it all took place.
Walks in,
When I moved the studio from home, I disinfected the place.
That's probably
That doesn't mean it never happened.
Did you?
It's like saying you
disinfect
disinfected.
memories.
It's like saying you disinfected the couch from the old studio. That doesn't mean Otter didn't have sex on it.
Or your desk chair.
Oh, really?
Or
the desk.
No wonder the front is all loose.
Or the top
And that's
of your
why,
van.
that's what happens when Otter has sex with
And
it.
that's why your Z key sticks.
So remember when you got really mad at me like a year ago? I wasn't planking your van. I was doing it.
Brown chicken, brown cow.
You know, this all started from hair. You know who has a lot of hair? Is Intern Spice. So why don't we get her on in here?
If her body will be found?
Intern Spice, can I shave your body? No experiment.
Just want to shave your body.
2 weeks of growth. And I get to save it afterward.
And make a hair doll.
Look at her face. All right, where are we putting her?
Honey, I'm sorry. Come here.
I don't know, but you looked like
stand
one of
next
our
to Mama.
babies
Oh,
for a
no.
second there, just spinning in a circle for no apparent reason.
I was looking for another microphone. Last week there was one here.
Apparently, it wasn't directly at your feet because it's the only place you were looking.
Last
It's
week.
Next to Pat.
Yeah, it's next to Pat.
It's over here.
Does it work?
Fine, she can have mine.
No. She can't. She gets the intern microphone.
What? 2 breasts to 1 mic?
Touch boobs, guys.
Good game.
Big enough.
On the mic.
Yes. Okay, so.
He's got to get the image.
What the hell?
It's me.
Keep it off the desk, woman.
I-
Last week,
Ironically, not what he said when he was having sex on Christmas.
we met our new intern Spice. We gave her our own interview. We read her questionnaire for the network, and we got to know a little bit about her.
She did very well on the Project X interview, by the way.
She did. We learned that she's Blaxican. She's a single Blaxarican female that drives her own vehicle, does not have any kids,
Prefers Hannibal Lecter to Dexter,
and has no idea what good music is.
but can pronounce wolf
She can after a second try, pronounce wolf,
and library.
and listens to a rapper that also makes high-end women's clothing and accessories. Now, I only remember the one homework assignment. So, Johnny 5, what were the homework assignments for Intern Spice?
It was our tagline.
Right.
And to name 3 metal bands, 2 punk bands, and 1 ska band.
Okay, so first, our tagline. What is our tagline?
Okay, so I got like 3.
That's good because that's got to be at least like 20% of the numbers that we use.
Right.
So one of them is Project X, not with a C, backwards if you can, because Ono said so. Project X, backwards with a K, because we're awesome retarded, and clitoris.
Pretty close.
Well, kind of, just a little bit.
It's like when Girl used to be on the show and we talked to her. The words are right. They might not be in the right order,
Okay.
but they're right.
You guys talk really fast.
All right, you want to do it one more time?
There's a third one?
No.
Or was
Go
that
ahead.
it?
You can go ahead and start it.
Wait,
Let her hear it while she's in studio. And
I
make
want
sure
to
get
hear
it
her
right.
third one first.
Well, it was just the clitoris.
The third one was clitoris.
Clitoris.
What was the first one?
Because Ono said so.
What was the second one?
Awesome retarded.
Oh. Okay. So, Project spelled with a K.
Not with a C.
Backwards if you can.
Because this is the best we got.
Okay.
It's true.
That's so far as your best one.
You know, with the huge mountain of ability that the previous ones were.
So homework is so
Such stunning competition for it.
if we're grading A through F, what do we grade her first homework assignment?
I'd give her a solid B.
Rooster.
I'll give her a B.
Oh no.
B+, because I need ovary friends.
Pat.
I'm going to grade on a curve based on previous interns and say that's beyond an A. She actually listened.
So we have B, B plus, A. Well, beyond an A.
Don't be a dick, Otter.
I changed mine A plus beyond.
I changed mine to an A.
I'm giving her an A.
A.
Well, gonna have to drop that average. I was only gonna give you a C plus before.
But you have to remember, she showed up.
2 times.
D minus.
Ass.
That'll put you at a solid B minus ish.
Well, I passed.
I'm like, I don't know if you
Oh my
figured out
gosh,
grades
she can
lately,
do math too.
but
No.
I'm not giving it to you.
B.
I hope you're not giving it to him.
I gotta imagine at least a B plus, considering it was 4 A's.
As long as it's not an A.
We have an A+ and an A++.
Well, guess what?
In the
I didn't
chat
ask them to vote on this one, so they
I don't
can
think
suck
it matters.
F you, chat room. I'm dropping it no matter what, and I'll go below an F just to drop it under an A.
Well, your opinion doesn't matter.
Perhaps you didn't.
I think I just lost my job.
Perhaps you didn't understand the dynamic of the show. I am the host, so you shut your trap.
Fine.
Taught her well.
Homework assignment number 2. Name 3 metal bands. Go.
Black Sabbath, Celtic Frost, and Blind Guardian. No.
Those are interesting choices.
Right?
I cheated and I looked over and I was like, what? That's awesome.
Like you expected to go as mainstream as possible, especially leading off with Sabbath.
Yeah,
right. You're like, all right, we're
Metallica.
Maiden, Metallica. Nope.
See,
Curveballs.
And it's Celtic Frost.
Okay.
See, I was thinking automatically, like, dude, she's going to come in with the big three. We're going to have Slayer, Metallica, Pantera.
Something.
Right? That's the ones that everybody always goes to immediately.
So my question is, who helped you with your homework assignment?
Google.
Because you didn't Google that stuff. Because Google would not just...
Google.
Metal bands, those are not the first ones that are going to pop up.
Well, if you want to know the truth,
I do.
I did Google, but when I Google things, I don't just pick.
Go for the top
Yeah,
answer.
I don't. I actually look and pick and choose through. So
I'll rate... Oh, well, no, this is a different grade. Okay. 2 punk bands, go.
Green Day and Screaming Females.
1 yes, 1 no.
I love that the first one each time is like as mainstream as you can go.
I wish there was more than one ska band now.
And then she's like, let's see if even you assholes know who this other one is.
They can't say I'm wrong because you don't know.
We're like, Johnny 5, Google that one. Who the hell is that?
How didn't you know? It's local punk from frigging Norway.
Everybody looks over at Johnny 5
From
like,
the 70s. And we're like, what?
Dudoshi, does it count?
And one ska band, go.
Loin Groin.
That is an Australian ska band. Unless you are a huge fan of ska or live in Australia, you don't know.
I just love that.
Don't know.
I just love that you're standing here with a Busto shirt. All she had to do was look at you when you walked in, and she had the answer.
Oh my god.
Yeah, just look at his shirt right now.
Do you happen to remember any other names from your perusing? Any other names for any of those?
No.
No, she did her homework assignment. You didn't say.
No,
and see if you can remember.
Other names.
Only your shirt.
Oh my god.
But how was I supposed to know that was a ska band?
Google.
Because that's probably the
Otter's
first
like-
band that would come up when you Googled it.
Hold
So
on.
you don't
He's like,
think-
please show your work.
When you Google things and you're doing homework, you don't Google the first thing because when you do homework, teachers usually go on Google
She's smart.
and
She's
check
smart.
to see if you did some plagiarism.
Yeah, but you should have known we are not that smart.
All right.
They're actually the 6th thing that comes up if you Google.
Who's number 1?
Let's see. We got the Specials,
Oh yeah, that
Real
makes
Big
sense.
Fish, Streetlight Manifesto,
That's bonk.
the Toasters, the Beat, the Boss Tones,
I'm okay with like 4 of those.
the Scotalites.
Going back to the Godfathers, man. Specials and the Scotalites. Whew.
Hold on here.
Big D.
Yeah.
Bad Manners,
Wow.
the Selector, Slackers, Catch-22, the Aquabats.
Woohoo. All right, so
So they don't even come up, by the way. I'll point out in the bar right at the top. Of
course.
Because this is what we're looking at right now. It just comes up with a list and says
Yeah, dude,
bands
because-
frequently, associated with it.
Right.
Toots and the Maytals comes up,
that's okay.
but not. Yeah.
It's more Godfather stuff. So, wow. And I'm not gonna lie, dude. I just myself found out about Loingroin like 2 or 3 months ago from a buddy who lives in Australia. Oh, you need to check out Loingroin, crikey.
Did
you
he
really-
just have another impression?
Do we?
I was
really
there
need to
until
grade this?
crikey, and I went, you went stereotype on it.
I will vox this dude right now and put him on, and he is stereotype Australia. Like slang that you don't even know, stereotype Australia, which wouldn't make sense, but it does.
I'm like, how would I know if that's a stereotype then? Because
Nah, you're just making.
Google it.
Homework assignment number 2, grades Johnny 5.
Dude, solid A+.
Rooster.
I agree.
Oh no.
Okay, yeah, them.
Pat.
Yep.
Otter.
Dude, you have to dig deep to find any of that. You got to give mad credit for that.
The fact that she said Loingroin, dude. I don't even care about the rest. Like A+++. You win. Correct.
You have no idea how much this is killing him right now.
It really is.
So, averaged 2 grades from the homework assignments.
A.
Yeah.
Yep.
So your D- didn't matter.
Bloody bitch.
I will say this, dude. It shocks me that I thought sure as hell you're going to get the Boss Stones for your ska band. Probably the Sex Pistols, Rancid, LA Guns, New York Dolls for your punk band, somewhere in there. And then it had to be one of the big 5 or 6 for metal bands. The fact that she pulled out that many obscure freaking bands that only somebody in the scene would know. Mad credit.
Black Sabbath followed by Celtic Frost and then Blind Guardian. I'm like, wow, you just went through 3 different genres of metal right there.
I will also, at this point, read from the chat room. I think Otter's met his match, as stated by Otter's girlfriend.
Oh, you didn't read the last part of that. I like her more.
Oh.
Too bad I'm keeping her. 10 months? No, we're extending that contract.
Actually, it's probably less than that because they're into the internship portion.
8 months?
It's more like it.
We're going to take a short break. I'm going to gather myself. When we come back, we're not going to be talking to her anymore.
Thank you, though.
No, you may not shave my body.
Shut. You're a dick, dude.
Hey, all I'm going to say is Ono was lucky she came here after we picked her.
Yeah.
It's true.
Yeah.
Very true. I know my limits.
We're gonna have to think of another homework assignment. So I'll open it up to the chat room while we're on break. By the end of the show, I want a new homework assignment for Intern Spice. Also, a homework assignment for Chris while we're on break. If you could please find a loin groin song to play. If not on this break, the next one, that would be Tits. You're listening to Projekt X.
Call the show toll free. 1-888-668-0742. You're listening to Morning Show Central Radio Network on morningshowcentral.com. You're listening to Morning Show Central Radio Network.
I know, oh my God, I know what we're gonna do. Oh, it's so delicious, I can almost taste it.
If you're looking for the best sub shop in town, look no further. Hanini Subs, located at 7310 Lorraine Avenue, is the place for you. Stop in for a cold cut sub, cheeseburger and fries, wingdings and fries, and so much more. And almost taste it. Hanini Subs at 7310 Lorraine Avenue is open 24 hours a day. Check them out on Facebook, facebook.com/burrito crazy. And if you mention Msc Radio Network, you'll get $1 off your meal. It's all good at Hanini Subs. So damn good. The following message is for those with a credit score of 800 and below. Who wouldn't want better credit? Did you ever wonder how different life would be from just having a higher credit score? Are you tired of being turned down for any kind of loan or only offered high interest rates because your credit score is holding you prisoner? Life doesn't have to be that way anymore with access to Turnscor. By increasing your credit score only 50 to 100 points, it can potentially save you tens of thousands of dollars in interest over just a 5 to 10 year period. It can be the difference in getting approved for a personal loan, business loan, high limits on credit cards, a brand new car lease, or even a home mortgage. We see so many ads from companies that give us our credit score, but once we get our credit score, what are they going to do to actually repair your credit? Unfortunately, nothing. Until now, Turnscor is the first automated credit repair platform that is simple, safe, and secure. You'll be empowered right from the comfort of your own computer, so you can challenge and repair your credit report to ensure it's fair and accurate. Turnscor is specifically developed with you in mind. There's no more need for an attorney, credit repair companies, or credit counseling. More importantly, no more need for paying higher fees. Turnscor will help you get back on track and get the buying power you need. So whether you have bad credit, average credit, or even good credit, Turnscor is helping turn lives around one credit score at a time. Go to turnscor.com and enter the promo code MSC20 and get $20 off your purchase. That's TURNSCOR.com. 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 Looking for reliable and affordable Shoutcast audio or video hosting? JWN Media offers complete Shoutcast hosting solutions for business or personal use. All plans come with full listener stats, custom web scripts for implementing your service into your existing website, full server control, super fast network, and huge bandwidth limits, a 99.5% uptime guarantee, and friendly, knowledgeable support personnel dedicated to making your hosting experience fun and easy. With plans starting at only $3 a month, you have no excuse not to get a server of your own. Plus, with the option to add auto DJ and on-demand services, you can be confident your station will be all it can be. Custom plans are also available at their website. Simply visit jwnmedia.com and click the Shoutcast hosting link to get started right now. Hey, local bands and unsigned artists. What if I told you there was a place in Cleveland where you can get your merch made and have it sold in one location? What if I said you could bring your CDs and tickets to upcoming shows to this location? And what if I said you could do live acoustic sets at this location? I bet you're thinking there's no such place in Cleveland. Guess what? You'd be wrong. Contact Rick Navario at Rock City, Cleveland, and tell him you need merch made and you want to sell it in his store. Now, how cool is that? You can tell your fans to come down and get your stuff, and I think he'd ship your products to your fans. And he's local. Contact Rick Navario at Rock City, Cleveland today. 216-622-0377. That's 216-622-0377. If you have a product or service, let people know about it. Get your message out there and advertise on Msc Radio Network. It's easier than you think, and the whole planet is listening. Find out how you can advertise. Email Chris at morningshowcentral.com. Oh, great. Not another farm bill request. Check us out on Facebook at facebook.com/morningshowcentral. Denying one farm bill request at a time. Pete 99 Technologies. Affordable and reliable web hosting done right. Jumping from one web host to another can be frustrating. Finding a good web host can be unnerving for even the most experienced of web designers. That's why Uncensored Net Noise has chosen P99 Technologies as its web hosting supplier. Established in 1999, P99 Technologies has evolved into a first-class web hosting provider. Its 99.9% uptime rivals many in the industry. That's why they offer their 30-day guarantee, no questions asked. For more information, go to P99.com. P99 Technologies will help you get started with your web presence with honest and expert customer service. P99 Technologies. Affordable and reliable web hosting done right.
So I'm gay, right? But it's my life, and I'm coming out now. Alright, so I'm gay, right? But it's my life, and I'm coming out now. Baby coca, suburban smoker, insurance broker, with Bill Smoker, chicken farmer, angry farmer, hot Tirana, Dalai Lama. Return soldier, orange bulger, bogans roger, Brian told ya. Family fashion, come out punching, liquid luncheon, Michael Hutchin. All I'm gay, right? But it's my life, and I'm coming out now. Alright, so I'm gay, right? But it's my life, and I'm coming out now. Bourbon conga, suburban vodka, insurance broker, with Bill Smoker, chicken farmer, angry farmer, hot Tirana, Dalai Lama. Return soldier, Henri Bolger, Bogan's Roger, Ryan told ya. Family function, come out punching, liquid luncheon, Michael Hutchin. Alright, so I'm gay, right? But it's my life, and I'm coming out now. Alright, so I'm gay, right? But it's my life, and I'm coming out now. Alright, so I'm gay, right? But it's my life, and I'm coming out now. Alright, so I'm gay, right? But it's my life, and I'm coming out now. Alright.
If you're looking for the best in musical equipment, recording gear, sound reinforcement, and more, Guitar Center has you covered. Guitar Center, located at 26635 Brook Park Road in North Olmsted, has the tools of your trade with the largest selection of music and sound gear in the area. They cater to your musical needs and have the knowledge to help you out. Guitar Center in North Olmsted. MorningShowCentral.com uses them. You should too. Need to know more? Go to GuitarCenter.com. Having problems with your home computer or business PC? Looking to have some upgrade work completed on your computer? Have a special project in mind that may be too much for you to undertake alone? Time to call
Joe, the printer guy!
Joe the Printer Guy offers a full-service hardware and software repair center at his facility to handle your PC, server, and networking needs. Let their professional service staff handle your computer needs. They offer expert service at an affordable price. Visit Joe the Printer Guy at 14035 Madison Avenue, Lakewood, Ohio. Online, joetheprinterguy.com, or give him a call at 216-651-3880. Joe the Printer Guy. User-friendly and ready to serve. MorningShowCentral.com.
Even if you don't think we're funny, we still do. Project X.
If you're out there, get to the website, ProjectXShow.com, Project spelled with a K.
No, but let's see.
Backwards if you can.
Because this is the best we got.
Also, if you want to call the show, 888-668-0742, toll free worldwide. I'm going to start remembering that
You have to.
eventually.
That she's doing something, or that you need to give the number?
Yes, she's doing something. Johnny 5.
You.
Give an idiot nominate, please.
I do.
Okay.
This is going to be short and sweet. I would like to nominate the guy in the Chevy HHR who, while we were changing lanes on 480 on the way up here, decided it would be a good idea to cut us off, forcing us to slam on the brakes with a tractor trailer bearing full down behind us and my 2-year-old in the back seat.
Awesome.
Yay!
I hate him.
I do too.
I have sad news.
I'm kind of indifferent about him.
Well, first, actually, there's business to tend to. Ona was saying that she's very hungry. You said you haven't eaten all day.
No, I have not.
You know where you should go while you're in Cleveland?
No, where?
You should go to Hanini Subs. 7310 Lorraine Avenue. That's where they are. I don't know if you know the area.
No.
Okay.
Do I get off at Lorraine Avenue?
Yeah. Put 7310 Lorraine Avenue, Cleveland, Ohio in your GPS. It'll take you to Hanini's, where you will enjoy the best subs in Cleveland.
I don't have a lot of money, is it?
Well, what you can do is you can go in and you can mention Msc Radio Network,
Okay.
and they'll give you $1 off of your purchase.
Okay.
But you said you don't have a lot of money, so $1 off shouldn't be much, right? But it is much, seeing as that's like a third off your meal. I'm guessing.
That's fantastic.
I'm not guessing. I know because I've been there a million times. Low prices. Also, once you're done eating, you should probably swing over to Madison Avenue. What?
Madison Avenue.
Madison Avenue.
You should probably swing over to Madison Avenue, 14035 to be exact, and check out Lakewood Computer. That's our pal Joe, the printer guy, who we just heard about during the break. Mm-hmm. But now his business is different. It's a different name. Now it's Lakewood Computer, 14035.
On the French Street.
Madison Avenue. He does repairs. He does resales and stuff, right? He still does resales?
Yeah.
Yeah. He'll sell you sweet computers that he fixes up and makes them awesome. He'll sell them to you for cheap. We have our computers here from him. Not that. Well, yeah, that one. There's no laptops out right now. No. He's good. You can check him out too.
Every computer here is from him.
We do. I'm calling it a winner for next homework assignment.
Ooh, what do we have?
Who is the Projekt X mascot?
Ooh.
Oh.
Who'd that come from?
Oh.
I know who that came from. Never mind.
It was a. Yeah, that would be Johnny.
Who is the Projekt X mascot? And write a short story about him. Not to exceed 500 words. A short fantasy tale about
Double
the Projekt
space.
X mascot. Now, that sounds like a great idea, but that kind of ties in with my sad news. And it just happened over the break. I am sorry to inform our listeners who, not just on the computer, you can listen to us on a smartphone using the TuneIn Radio app. Just search Msc Radio Network. You can hear us live on there also. Our intern Spice is no longer with us.
She was in a bus accident in Las Vegas.
You are voted down.
Her agent has called us.
In all seriousness,
You might be the host. You don't make the rules.
It's not it's not a gimmick like Charlie Murphy may or may not have been, allegedly. But she did some stuff. She was partaking in some illegal activity in the Bud Light Lime green room. Chris caught wind of it, and he made the executive decision that we had to cut her loose.
Yeah, because illegal activity has never stopped us from interns in this place. I'm pretty sure we've
Illegal
had.
to be smarter than Ryan Otter.
I am voting for Quiz Wars. Triumphant return. Otter versus intern Spice.
I second that motion.
I'll take her down now. Do it now. Do it now.
Nope.
Do it now.
No.
Do it now.
Nope.
Come on, do it now.
No, but she's got homework to do.
Well, you're afraid? You're afraid? Do it now.
She has homework to do.
Find a quiz. We can find a quiz on the fly. We've done it.
No.
I'll put her in her place. I'll call her up on her cell phone, tell her to turn her car around from her shame ride home.
I'll tell you what. I will write the quiz myself.
Me thinks you're gonna cheat.
Me thinks you're wrong.
Hey, Otter, remember.
Me thinks.
Remember, there's a camera in there.
Shit. So she told me, intern Spice, that Chief Keef is signed or something with this Gucci fella that she's a friend of.
Fan of?
Friend of.
Fan? Whatever.
Buddies. They hang out.
Pals.
Don't all blacks know each other?
They were backstage at the Agora the other day.
Well, no, they weren't, and I'm going to tell you why, because it reminded me. So all the yellow kids and blah, blah, that's crap. So here's the thing. This Chief Keef show is a weird show, because since there's YOLO kids there, they have DJs opening for this guy. Blah, wah, 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 blah, those kind of DJs. Mm-hmm. They have like 2 or 3 of those, one of which was wearing a pyramid on his head.
Well,
you could not
right.
see his face or anything, just a pyramid on his head with
like
2
Yogi
blinking
Nakayama?
lights.
That's about right.
Pretty much. Pressing buttons on his laptop and stuff, making wah, 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 like that. And then some terrible rappers would come on, and then DJ, and then some terrible rappers. Now, mind you, tickets for this show were $40 to see 17-year-old Chief Keef. $40 tickets. Chief Keef was supposed to arrive at 9:30, perform by 10:30. We were going to close the club down, reopen at 11 for an after party. Mm-hmm. Well, that ended up getting nixed because there was nobody drinking to have an after party. Mm-hmm. But the promoter gets a call from Chief Keef's manager saying, whoops, We got pulled over on the way from Chicago, so now it's going to be 10:30.
That's profiling.
To then got pushed back to 11 o'clock, and now we're all getting pissy because we don't want to be there later than we have to be. So then it was...
Yeah, but then you would only made $22.
This is true. So then it became Chief Keef will not perform unless there are at least 1,000 people in the venue. He got to the venue, ordered 100 chicken wings from Rascal House Pizza. I'm not kidding. This is true.
He's got good taste.
He does.
That's the only reason I ever enjoyed Peabody's was the chance to get some Rascal House.
It's delicious.
Yeah, it is good. Like, you don't want to like it, but it's
Am I the only
freaking
one who
amazing.
hasn't had it?
Yes.
Yes.
Look at us.
Ordered-
We've been to Cleveland one too many times.
Not to mention we've all pretty much hung out in the same places.
One too many times.
One too many times.
Which it means once.
That's enough.
With this place in question.
Indeed.
Not Rascal House.
No.
No.
No, yeah, that was the only place not in question.
Right.
Yeah, no, Sherman's friend, his club.
Got his 100 chicken wings, said he will not perform unless there are 1,000 people in attendance. Obviously, there were not 1,000 people in attendance.
Did you point out that's got more to do with him than you guys?
Oh, yeah. It was great. What happened was our stage manager, after the one DJ had been spinning for about an hour and a half, because he's just sitting there spinning, like, when the hell is this dude coming out? He's just sitting there. Like, I'm pretty sure he played, what's the thing?
I don't know.
Oh, the Harlem Shake?
Yeah, he played the Harlem Shake probably about 4 times.
You know why? No, hold on. You know why I knew that? Because I'm like, wow, you look like a moron. And I'm like, oh, Harlem Shake. Yeah.
I was going to say the Pee Wee dance.
No, see, because
awesome.
there was no pointing. If he would have pointed, I would have been like, tequila, got it.
I'm also thus far not ever seen a Harlem Shake video. So
Oh, I've
Don't
seen.
start.
You
No,
should start.
no.
The only one, look, all right.
I
The only
trust
one
him
I
more than I
ever,
trust you.
the only one I ever enjoyed, I think, was the Timberwolves did one, and some kid came out and started doing. Their mascot came out midway and beat the crap out of the kid. Walked off. I enjoyed that one.
The only one I liked is when they showed the actual citizens of Harlem, the Harlem Shake videos, and they all got
Oh, when they were pissed off? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not the real Harlem Shake. Okay, this is what they say. You're making a mockery of what was a real dance by inner city youth in like the 70s and 80s, okay? It's a mockery. These people just flailing around. This is the real Harlem Shake. it's just people flailing. What are you talking about?
I like how
It's still just people flailing around.
I like how you made it seem that all these people in Harlem actually know big words.
Well, not only
and
that,
can talk properly.
This was a translation.
all these
okay. A translation. I understand.
all these people in Harlem speak like California surfers.
Well,
Because that was the accent that was involved. Not so much the choice
This
of
is a
language as
mockery?
the accent.
Listen,
Bill and Ted made a quick stop in Harlem.
nobody in this room.
Spicoli was pissed.
It's you can find it on the special features. You just got to dig deep.
The Californians. Nobody in this room has been to New York City as much as me and have seen the trends happening. Harlem is different than it used to be.
Yeah.
Okay? Who's to say that that's not the accent now?
It's not the accent.
It's not the
but,
accent.
That's not the accent.
It's not the accent.
But the demographic has begun to change.
It has.
Quite a bit.
Bad News Brown. That's what I associate with Harlem. The Harlem Ghetto Blaster.
The only thing I think of is
And
Richard Pryor.
here we go.
Well, I was thinking more of his kick to the back of the head that he uses. No, sure.
I can't. I've been sleeping on a couch for a month and a half.
The rats.
Excuses.
Rats.
Having a cage.
Ridiculous.
We were talking about something before that happened. Okay, first you should watch a Harlem Shake video. Probably the Cleveland Indians one. You'll fall in love. Okay.
Actually, I did see one other Harlem Shake video that I did thoroughly enjoy, and it's because I'm a man, and it was a whole bunch of naked chicks.
Okay.
I don't even remember how I came across it, but I just came across it, and I was like, this is awesome.
I think the point you were trying to get... Did Chief Keef go on?
He never came out. Our stage manager came out, relieved the poor DJ that was about to fall over, and said...
All you hear is one part of the song going, burn. Yeah. Because his head has hit the turntable.
So, you all paid $40 to see Chief Keef. Unfortunately, he's not going to be performing tonight. And then threw Chief Keef under the bus. Like,
Good.
They've been telling us this shit for like the past 6 hours, and they kept pushing it back. This is who you're giving all your money to. You shouldn't even bother, blah, blah, blah. Like, threw Chief Keef under the bus, and then was like, if you want, the promoter said he'll refund half of your ticket money at the door. Be like, every kid in the place, run! I'm gonna get half of my money back.
Except for the kid with the fake ID that scanned. He went right for Otter at the bar.
I'll have $20 of shots.
Yeah.
You got those, right?
So the tickets
You still have those shots, right?
the tickets were $40, and he's gonna refund half.
Everybody got $20 back.
They got 20. They paid $20 to watch a bunch of DJs.
The promoter got kicked in the dick. He got kicked in the dick really hard because after the show and after we cleared out the club and everything else, he wanted to get backstage. So my boss asked me to take him backstage. So I go backstage into the green room. He had a full case, 12 bottles of liquor that he was trying to retrieve. Gone. Whoever was backstage took a blip. Gone. So he lost money. He lost his liquor. And he seemed really happy at the end of the night still. He was a nice guy. He was an older white guy.
It was probably that DJ that had to spin for 45 extra minutes. Said, screw this, dude. I'm telling you, this is a bottle every 10 minutes.
I'm getting paid one way or the other. Rooster, do you have an idiot nominee?
Not yet.
Okay. Oh, no, you have an idiot nominee.
I do.
Do it.
I do.
Do it fast.
That's what she said.
I win. Anthony Malabehar finished his sumptuous meal that included crab, lobsters, and dessert, and then he had no money to pay the $69 tab. In fact, he's been arrested 70 times for like offenses, and all that the police do is follow him around town and tell the people that he's stealing from, don't let this guy in.
I was like, does he get the food first?
Yeah. Oh yeah, he eats it all.
Well, then he's
And
not
then-
an idiot.
And then
No, it's the police.
No, it's
Yeah.
the police. Because then
Okay.
the police say, at the end of the interview, the police say, what we don't understand is he never told us why he does this. Because he's freaking hungry.
Because he's getting free food.
And then they're like...
And then a
he's-
place to stay when you arrest him for the
Absolutely.
night.
And they're like, we don't understand why he would immediately be in jail in February, released, and then the next day go out and do it again. Because no matter what, he's getting free food.
Free food, no rent.
Room and board, man.
Onos every week sends over and prints out stories for us to do on this show, and we haven't gotten to one this week. We're still not going to.
That's okay.
You're off this week, though. Like, you only have to find a couple because you have some really awesome winners
Okay.
that I totally want to talk about.
All right.
That we will talk about next week. But when we come back, this little gem that I came across earlier this week that I printed out, with 4 guys in the room, another guy in another room. There's 30 dead giveaways that a guy is immature. We are all around our late 20s to mid 30s range.
Yep.
You would think, even though guys mature allegedly more slowly than girls, we should be mature by now. I'm gonna go through this list of 30 and see if in fact we are mature.
Actually, I got something that's going to relate to this.
Good.
That I just heard today.
Good. It's gonna be interesting when we come back. You're listening.
Poopy.
Call the show toll free. 1-888-668-0742. You're listening to Morning Show Central Radio Network on morningshowcentral.com. User friendly and ready to serve. morningshowcentral.com. The following message is for those with a credit score of 800 and below. Who wouldn't want better credit? Did you ever wonder how different life would be from just having a higher credit score? Are you tired of being turned down for any kind of loan or only offered high interest rates because your credit score is holding you prisoner? Life doesn't have to be that way anymore with access to Turnscor. By increasing your credit score only 50 to 100 points, it can potentially save you tens of thousands of dollars in interest over just a 5 to 10 year period. It can be the difference difference in getting approved for a personal loan, business loan, high limits on credit cards, a brand new car lease, or even a home mortgage. We see so many ads from companies that give us our credit score. But once we get our credit score, what are they going to do to actually repair your credit? Unfortunately, nothing. Until now, Turnscor is the first automated credit repair platform that is simple, safe, and secure. You'll be empowered right from the comfort of your own computer, so you can challenge and repair your credit report to ensure it's fair and accurate. Turnscor is specifically developed with you in mind. There's no more need for an attorney, credit repair companies, or credit counseling. More importantly, no more need for paying higher fees. Turnscor will help you get back on track and get the buying power you need. So whether you have bad credit, average credit, or even good credit, Turnscor is helping turn lives around one credit score at a time. Go to turnscore.com and enter the promo code MSC20 and get $20 off your purchase. That's TURNSCOR.com. TURNSCOR.com. Turnscore.com. Looking for reliable and affordable shoutcast audio or video hosting? JWN Media offers complete shoutcast hosting solutions for business or personal use. All plans come with full listener stats, custom web scripts for implementing your service into your existing website, full server control, super fast network, and huge bandwidth limits. A 99.5% uptime guarantee and friendly, knowledgeable support personnel dedicated to making your hosting experience fun and easy. With plans starting at only $3 a month, you have no excuse not to get a server of your own. Plus, with the option to add auto DJ and on-demand services, you can be confident your station will be all it can be. Custom plans are also available at their website. Simply visit jwnmedia.com and click the Shoutcast hosting link to get started right now. You're listening to Morning Show Central Radio Network. Hey, local bands and unsigned artists. What if I told you there was a place in Cleveland where you can get your merch made and have it sold in one location? What if I said you could bring your CDs and tickets to upcoming shows to this location? And what if I said you could do live acoustic sets at this location? I bet you're thinking there's no such place in Cleveland. Guess what? You'd be wrong. Contact Rick Navario at Rock City, Cleveland, and tell him you need merch made and you want to sell it in his store. Now, how cool is that? You can tell your fans to come down and get your stuff, and I think he'd ship your products to your fans. And he's local. Contact Rick Navario at Rock City, Cleveland today. 216-622-0377. That's 216-622-0377. If you have a product or service, let people know about it. Get your message out there and advertise on Msc Radio Network. It's easier than you think, and the whole planet is listening. Find out how you can advertise. Email Chris at morningshowcentral.com. Pete 99 Technologies. Affordable and reliable web hosting done right. Jumping from one web host to another can be frustrating. Finding a good web host can be unnerving for even the most experienced of web designers. That's why Uncensored Net Noise has chosen P99 Technologies as its web hosting supplier. Established in 1999, P99 Technologies has evolved into a first-class web hosting provider. Its 99.9% uptime rivals many in the industry. That's why they offer their 30-day guarantee, no questions asked. For more information, go to P99.com. P99 Technologies will help you get started with your web presence with honest and expert customer service. P99 Technologies. Affordable and reliable web hosting done right. Having problems with your home computer or business PC? Looking to have some upgrade work completed on your computer? Have a special project in mind that may be too much for you to undertake alone? Time to call Joe the Printer Guy! Joe the Printer Guy offers a full-service hardware and software repair center at his facility to handle your PC, server, and networking needs. Let their professional service staff handle your computer needs. They offer expert service at an affordable price. Visit Joe the Printer Guy at 14035 Madison Avenue, Lakewood, Ohio. Online, joetheprinterguy.com, or give him a call at 216-651-3880. Joe the Printer Guy. Oh, great. Not another Farmville request. Check us out on Facebook at facebook.com/morningshowcentral. Denying one Farmville request at a time. If you're looking for the best in musical equipment, recording gear, sound reinforcement, and more, Guitar Center has you covered. Guitar Guitar Center, located at 26635 Brook Park Road in North Olmsted, has the tools of your trade with the largest selection of music and sound gear in the area. They cater to your musical needs and have the knowledge to help you out. Guitar Center in North Olmsted. MorningShowCentral.com uses them. You should too. Need to know more? Go to GuitarCenter.com.
I know. Oh my God, I know what we're gonna do. Oh, it's so delicious, I can almost taste it.
If you're looking for the best sub shop in town, look no further. Hanini Subs, located at 7310 Lorraine Avenue, is the place for you. Stop in for a cold cut sub, cheeseburger and fries, wingdings and fries, and so much more. And almost taste Hanini Subs at 7310 Lorraine Avenue is open 24 hours a day. Check them out on Facebook, facebook.com/burrito crazy. And if you mention MSC Radio Network, you'll get $1 off your meal. It's all good at Hanini Subs.
So damn good.
Call the show toll free. 1-888-668-0742. You're listening to Morning Show Central Radio Network on MorningShowCentral.com.
We now return to the show that's better than 2 hours with a hooker. Well, better priced at least. Projekt X.
Yeah. If you're out there, get to the website, ProjectXShow.com, Project spelled with a K. No C.
What? Backwards if you can.
Diarrhea.
Cha-cha-cha.
I thought you started speaking Spanish for a second, dude. I was like, whoa. Are you the guy that if we hit 2, we get to talk to you?
No, you get that girl.
You still get a girl who speaks English and goes,
Well, I don't know about your bank. I know about his.
If you want to call the show, 888-668-0742, toll free worldwide. Rooster, do you now have one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Woman was hiking through the mountains.
You're making this up as you go along.
No, I got my phone on the charger. It's about to die. But woman was hiking through the mountains, the Application Mountains, if you will. Okay. And she ended up eating some mushrooms, having a trip, and ended up calling for 911. About 35 people came to rescue her. And when they found her, they had to restrain her. She was butt naked running around in the mountains.
Awesome.
She is not my idiot nominee. My idiot nominee is kind of split in half. It's the fact that 35 people came out to save one woman tripping on shrooms, and that they decided to keep this an open investigation.
Ah, yes, because there may be other things that can come out later. You have to find
like
out
the
everything
mushrooms
really
that she'll be
happened.
passing soon.
Give the woman's name. Was her last name White?
Let's find out.
By God, I hope so.
I do too. Because that's like the sequel.
Yep. So, well, Rooster's finding that out.
Real quick, Intern Spice.
Intern Spice.
Get your ass in here! Taylor Powers.
Damn it. Maybe she's a cousin.
She's got a cooking blog called Get in My Belly.
Shrooms. So then where
Okay.
they got left off.
Did you catch your homework assignment?
It was, I wrote it down.
Oh my God, this has happened like 10 minutes ago, dude.
What does that mean?
Projekt X mascot.
And a short story, less than 500 words.
Up to 500 words.
Yeah, that's what she just said.
No, because if she's less than 500 words, I feel like she's gonna do 100 words. Be like, oh, that's less, done, because she's a smartass.
Well, you need to learn a little bit more.
Up to 500 words.
All right. Time frame that you are going to be looking at?
Short story. Hold on. Short story must take place in a fantasy land, by the way.
Yes.
We are going to give you a slight hint as to where to start looking for this. On the archive page for our show.
Do our archives go back that far?
Yes.
Yeah, they do go back that far. We need from May of last year through is where you're going to find this information. I cannot even give you a specific month.
Does it have to be May? Can it be June? Can it be June of last year?
That's fine.
Yeah.
Should get more details for May.
You think?
Yeah, and you look like an ass that month, so.
Oh, go May then. Do May.
Do May.
Yeah, somewhere between May and probably through December, you're going to find it, but I can't say for sure. But it's going to be in the archives.
It'll be
somewhere.
within a couple months. I don't think you'll have to go all the way till December.
Yeah.
Well, December for the one thing. For the halfsies. Whoop, whoop.
Oh, well.
Well, December's not there no more.
What?
Well, then May's not there.
Why is May there, but December isn't?
You can find it on YouTube, I swear, because I just watched
the
it like 2
archive.
weeks
Well,
ago.
I'm talking about the archive of the show. The audio portion is not, but the archive of the video is. Yeah, it's on YouTube.
What? How far back does the audio go?
Wow, we might need to think something else up.
I don't think the
This is
archive
getting
goes.
really involved.
YouTube goes back far.
YouTube goes back all the way.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have a Facebook?
To when we started doing YouTube.
Become friends with Ono on Facebook, since she apparently just watched the show.
Yeah, I know
She can
it
point
is.
you to YouTube direction.
What?
Yep.
Just pick random words and sling them together. there.
Just it's not even picking random words and slinging them together. It's just leaving ones out of sentences.
She can have.
I don't have time to say all the words.
Let's channel girl just for a minute.
Remember how I said Intern Spice had all the right words, just not necessarily in the right order?
And you thought that was unacceptable?
She at least had all the right words.
She took them from me. That's what happened.
Aw.
So the word two? She took the word two?
Ono knew what I meant.
Yep. So hook up with Ono on Facebook. It'll help you out a little bit because it's going to be involved. That's all.
You may go now.
Be gone, shit stain.
Are you jealous of me?
Yes, he is.
Jealous of your hair.
You like that? Little like, I'm fabulous.
She thinks she's something. I got something for her later. Not dirty. Not dirty.
Clippers.
The whole team. What?
Amy Angelowitz from thefrisky.com has compiled a list to help females in the dating world. Not all females want to date immature gentlemen. So Amy Angelowitz.
But all of them will.
All of them will. Here's a way to steer clear. Here's a list of 30 things to know if a fella is immature. I'll tell you how a girl is immature. She's about 16 years old and gets hammered before she comes to see Chief Keef. Within 20 minutes of being there, Ralph's all over the venue and her father has to come pick her up.
That's awesome.
All of the employees of the venue are standing around the office that she's passed out in anticipation, waiting for her father to come because it's going to be so great. He didn't even do anything cool.
Here's what I'm going to say about this list. If we're glancing real quick, you should start from the bottom. Because if you start from the top, it's story over because it applies to all of us in this room.
Okay, so 30 ways to know if a guy is immature. If he has a cartoon bedspread. Anybody?
Not anymore.
Anybody? No?
Does it count if you own it in your house?
No. It must be on your bed.
Okay, then no.
But would an exception be something like Nightmare Before Christmas? Because that's like it's cartoon-esque.
It's still a cartoon.
But it's like evil cartoon.
What about Star Wars?
No, we can't say what about. It's just cartoon. Period.
Well, Star Wars isn't a cartoon. So
Once
I don't have Star Wars.
there are
Unless
Star
it's
Wars
Lego
comics.
Star Wars.
I want one though.
Unless it's Legos.
Sagging their pants.
Nope.
No.
No.
Just take them off.
Don't say that. He'll do it. Don't say
Scratch
that.
that thought. Sorry.
Littering.
Random one on this list?
No.
I do it.
I
Not
do not.
really. I don't think so.
I don't know if that's a sign of immaturity. Maybe lazy. Well, then that would be. Shut up.
Making excuses. Next on the list.
Showing off about fitness, bro.
Oh, totally guilty.
Yeah.
Totally not.
Check out this awesome six-pack I drank last night.
30 ways a guy is immature from thefrisky.com. Number 26, chatting women up online.
Nope.
No.
Who says that?
Nope. What the hell?
Did you just do?
Nothing.
Chris is going to be pissed.
Wearing cartoon pajamas.
I wish I could, dude.
Why isn't that just one and the same with number 30?
I do that.
Like who?
I mean, not like full on. Like I have cartoon pajama pants, like Homer Simpson pants and the Batman pants that Crystal just got.
Dude,
me.
I had Smurf pants.
See,
I have shorts. That's what I wear to bed.
are they cartoon?
No.
I don't wear them to bed. I wear them when I wake up.
I had Jim Beam pajama shorts.
Okay, that's not the same.
It was awesome, though.
Bragging about how hot women think they are. Why are you looking at me? I do not do that ever. Ever.
No.
I am very self-deprecating. You do that. Von Erich in the Bud Light Lime Green Room does it daily.
I know we are the ugliest show on this network, so, well, second.
Have you seen High End Sports? Have you seen Every Weekend Show? No, you haven't. If there's no lights on. Driving a souped up car.
Nope.
I don't think that's how you would spell souped in that case. They spelled it like Campbell's. I think it's just
S-U.
Yeah.
If by souped up you mean all the doors now work, yes.
If you mean my rust mods, yes.
By souped up, you mean I just came from the soup kitchen?
Yes.
Yes.
Trying to do wheelies on their bike?
Nope.
No, wait,
I feel like
bicycle or motorcycle?
I don't know.
I'm like, I feel like we could eliminate trying to do wheelies.
I think it could be either.
I don't even think it needs to say on bikes, just trying to do wheelies.
Getting
I don't know what this means.
to about single events.
Singles.
Okay. Getting to about singles events.
I think they missed
So,
a
like,
word.
There's that 2 you were looking for. It's in there.
they stole it.
It's the wrong 2. This is 00. I'm just skipping. Changing jobs regularly.
Sorry, dude.
I was like, I will not look at you on this one.
No, wait. Is this what women think about men being immature?
This is
No, it's just actual.
Oh,
that's
good.
what they say.
Now, I
Good,
will
because
say,
I'm not going to say who that applies to in my life.
they're not all my fault, dude. Some of those businesses closed while I was working there.
Some you just didn't smile enough for.
right.
I wasn't friendly.
Some
enough.
burned to the ground.
Changing jobs up. Duh.
This is, by the way, I'm looking at the first page, and she says, so how do you know if the guy you're dealing with has hit the maturity tipping point, if you will? Researches came up with a checklist of indicators.
Science!
But it's not even researcher.
It's researches.
Researches came up.
I have done several researches.
Okay. Science.
Sorry, yeah, science. Little science.
For the record,
the
she
record.
finds many of
So
the
science is back because it's
signs
signs
of immaturity to be totally charming.
Like habitual unemployment. See? I'm good.
She'll always have love for a man on a skateboard who laughs at his own farts, but a cartoon red spread his pajamas.
Stop reading!
Not so much. By the way, you
Throwing
didn't knock out the
tantrums
part
on-
that's spoiling
I
it.
realized that.
Is throwing a tantrum on the list?
Damn it. It's behind you, next to you.
I was like, where the hell did it go?
It's halfway to the twat spot.
And thanks.
Not eating vegetables.
Yep.
Owning a skateboard or BMX bike.
No.
Wearing sneakers out. Does that mean putting holes in them or wearing them out to an event? I do both.
I was just saying,
Yeah.
shirt and tie in it, and then sneakers, or just wearing them.
Having meals prepared by mom.
That's why I have a wife.
That's 16. When we get back, we'll do the last 15. We'll recap idiot nominees. We'll do a brand new top 13 that we don't even know what it is from Johnny 5. And then we'll close out the show and make way for Doc Rock. You listen to Project X.
I knew something was wrong when a little pretty white girl ran into a black man's arms.
You're listening to Morning Show Central Radio Network. Hey, local bands and unsigned artists. What if I told you there was a place in Cleveland where you can get your merch made and have it sold in one location? What if I said you could bring your CDs and tickets to upcoming shows to this location? And what if I said you could do live acoustic sets at this location? I bet you're thinking there's no such place in Cleveland. Guess what? You'd be wrong. Contact Rick Navario at Rock City, Cleveland, and tell him you need merch made and you want to sell it in his store. Now, how cool is that? You can tell your fans to come down and get your stuff, and I think he'd ship your products to your fans. And he's local. Contact Rick Navario at Rock City, Cleveland today. 216-622-0377. That's 216-622-0377. Call the show toll free. 1-888 668-0742. You're listening to Morning Show Central Radio Network on morningshowcentral.com. The following message is for those with a credit score of 800 and below. Who wouldn't want better credit? Did you ever wonder how different life would be from just having a higher credit score? Are you tired of being turned down for any kind of loan or only offered high interest rates because your credit score is holding you prisoner? Life doesn't have to be that way anymore with access to Turnscor. By increasing your credit score only 50 to 100 points, it can potentially save you tens of thousands of dollars in interest over just a 5 to 10 year period. It can be the difference in getting approved for a personal loan, business loan, high limits on credit cards, a brand lease, or even a home mortgage. We see so many ads from companies that give us our credit score, but once we get our credit score, what are they going to do to actually repair your credit? Unfortunately, nothing. Until now, Turnscor is the first automated credit repair platform that is simple, safe, and secure. You'll be empowered right from the comfort of your own computer, so you can challenge and repair your credit report to ensure it's fair and accurate. Turnscor is specifically developed with you in mind. There's no more need for an attorney, credit repair companies, or credit counseling. More importantly, no more need for paying higher fees. Turnscor will help you get back on track and get the buying power you need. So whether you have bad credit, average credit, or even good credit, Turnscor is helping turn lives around one credit score at a time. Go to turnscor.com and enter the promo code MSC20 and get $20 off your purchase. That's TURNSCOR.com. 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 Looking for reliable and affordable Shoutcast audio or video hosting? JWN Media offers complete Shoutcast hosting solutions for business or personal use. All plans come with full listener stats, custom web scripts for implementing your service into your existing website, full server control, super fast network, and huge bandwidth limits, a 99.5% uptime guarantee, and friendly, knowledgeable support personnel dedicated to making your hosting experience fun and easy. With plans starting at only $3 a month, you have no excuse not to get a server of your own. Plus, with the option to add auto DJ and on-demand services, you can be confident your station will be all it can be. Custom plans are also available at their website. Simply visit jwnmedia.com and click the Shoutcast hosting link to get started right now. You're listening to Morning Show Central Radio Network. If you have a product or service, let people know about it. Get your message out there and advertise on Msc Radio Network. It's easier than you think, and the whole planet is listening. Find out how you can advertise. Email Chris at morningshowcentral.com. Hey, Unsigned Bands.
You are jam-packed.
Hey, Unsigned Bands. Want your music heard? Yeah! Shoot us an email with the name of the band and the MP3 of the song. Send it to show@morningshowcentral.com. You're listening to Morning Show Central Radio Network on morningshowcentral.com.
Run, run, run away again.
P99 Technologies. Affordable and reliable web hosting done right. Jumping from one web host to another can be frustrating. Finding a good web host can be unnerving for even the most experienced of web designers. That's why Uncensored Net Noise has chosen P99 Technologies as its web hosting supplier. Established in 1999, P99 Technologies has evolved into a first-class web hosting provider. Its 99.9% uptime rivals many in the industry. That's why they offer their 30-day guarantee, no questions asked. For more information, go to P99.com. P99 Technologies will help you get started with your web presence with honest and expert customer service. P99 Technologies. Affordable and reliable web hosting done right.
I know, oh my God, I know what we're gonna do. Oh, it's so delicious, I can almost taste it.
If you're looking for the best sub shop in town, look no further. Hanini Subs, located at 7310 Lorraine Avenue, is the place for you. Stop in for a cold cut sub, cheeseburger and fries, wingdings and fries, and so much more. I can almost taste it. Hanini Subs at 7310 Lorraine Avenue is open 24 hours a day. Check them out on Facebook, facebook.com/burrito crazy. And if you mention MSC Radio Network, you'll get $1 off your meal. It's all good at Hanini Subs. So damn good. If you're looking for the best in musical equipment, recording gear, sound reinforcement, and more, Guitar Center has you covered. Guitar Center, located at 26635 Brook Park Road in North Olmsted, has the tools of your trade with the largest selection of music and sound gear in the area. They cater to your musical needs and have the knowledge to help you out. Guitar Center in North Olmsted. MorningShowCentral.com uses them. You should too. Need to know more? Go to GuitarCenter.com. User-friendly and ready to serve. MorningShowCentral.com. Having problems with your home computer or business PC? Looking to have some work completed on your computer? Have a special project in mind that may be too much for you to undertake alone? Time to call
Joe the Printer Guy!
Joe the Printer Guy offers a full-service hardware and software repair center at his facility to handle your PC, server, and networking needs. Let their professional service staff handle your computer needs. They offer expert service at an affordable price. Visit Joe the Printer Guy at 14035 Madison Avenue, Lakewood, Ohio. Online, joetheprinterguy.com, or give him a call at 216-651-3880. Joe the Printer Guy. Oh, great. Not another farm bill request. Check us out on Facebook at facebook.com/Morning Show Central. Denying one farm bill request at a time.
Produced by alcoholics.
Somebody spilled beer in this ashtray.
Enjoy Project X
on MorningShowCentral.com.
This is how much our intern pays attention to our show while we're doing it. I'm in there reviewing her recap of the show, her synopsis, if you will. First thing that I see is apparently there's a guy on the show named Otto.
Otto! Does he drive a bus?
I was like, there is now.
Oh, right, dude.
That's what I was just going to say.
Also, when it came to the part about writing about this list, the top 30 list, in which I only did 15 of, she wrote top 30, whatever ways that guys are immature, 16 down, 16 more to go.
She said she could write, and she said she could spell. She never said she could add.
That was her excuse. I didn't know I had to be a mathematician To which my retort was, I didn't know being a mathematician meant knowing half of 30.
I didn't know mathematician was a word. I thought it was mathematician.
I thought it was mathematician. See, that's...
I've personally always been partial to mathlete.
She is none of those.
I like gyros.
She may contribute to that.
Damn it, no one.
They're delicious.
Yes.
Fly through these. 15, getting their laundry done by mom.
Only when she visits.
Yeah, Alex.
Doing crazy. Lazy shite.
Sad because Johnny actually does laundry.
Top 30 ways you know a woman is immature.
Her husband does the laundry.
Yes, he did.
Exclusively.
Hating, doing crazy dance moves.
That's just guys in general.
Yeah, that happens. all the
Yeah,
time.
I'm sorry. We're retarded like that.
Hating reading because it's boring.
Gosh. Look, actually, in my fair.
There's no defense. There's no defense.
Honestly, in my defense, I can't sit still that long to read. I start reading and I'm like, I gotta leave the room.
I walk every all the time.
Haven't you ever seen Beauty and the Beast? She reads while she walks.
I read while I walk.
Good thing I'm not a woman.
Don't like talking about themselves.
Well, that must be it.
That precludes you.
I would say Otter's the most mature man on the planet, apparently.
Yay!
See? Retelling the same silly jokes.
Oh, never mind.
I think we're all.
I totally didn't even plan that one. That's the best part.
I don't do that.
I was like, I hope the next one applies to him.
I don't do that.
Yes, you do.
Not being able to cook simple meals.
We're safe.
Yeah.
I'm not.
Safe.
No, Pat's not. Pat can't make peanut butter and jelly. Not
Yeah, but I was eliminated back at 19, so it doesn't really matter.
staying silent during an argument.
Well, that's just funny.
I do that.
Yeah.
I don't.
See, now, like, I get in arguments with my dad, and I just go, you are so right. I have never heard anyone be more right than you are in this moment.
Trying,
Damn it, Lindsay
Teach
Dawn.
me your ways.
trying to beat
Right?
children.
Wait, trying to what?
Trying to beat children.
Oh, I'm screwed again.
At games.
Oh, I was gonna say because trying to beat him's not hard.
I try to beat them at games all the time. I don't care how.
I wasn't sure you said beat.
Especially bite fights.
Especially bite fights.
Well, I was just gonna say I didn't know if he said beat or eat because if he said eat, then we're all fine and Otter's screwed.
Playing practical jokes.
What's wrong with that?
Yeah, that's called having a sense of humor.
Right. Driving with loud music.
All right.
Oh, screwed again.
Laughing at swear words.
Only sometimes.
Which one?
I do when kids say them.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was gonna say we more laugh at the immature words.
I just turn my face away from the kid every time. Like, I'm not laughing, that's wrong.
I do if the swear word is poopy shits.
Damn it, we all just did.
And number two, actually in my house it's reversed. It's my wife and son can't help but laugh anytime they hear me swear.
Driving too fast.
Again, that's not exclusive to guys.
Playing video games.
Yep.
Definitely not exclusive to guys.
Eating fast, right?
Right?
Eating fast food at 2 a.m.
I do that.
I would
So
if
does
I could stay awake.
Every
I'm not
college
awake
student
then.
does that.
And college students aren't mature.
Every
And
pregnant
the
woman
number
does
one
that.
end all be all to which this is the bomb being dropped that makes every single one of us in this room immature.
Internet radio.
Laughing at their own burps and farts. It's never gonna not be funny. No. It's never gonna not be funny.
You know, and that's the thing. I have a 4-year-old, well, not quite a 4-year-old, and not quite a 2-year-old, who both do it instinctively.
Sure. I think we're bored. I think it's a gene.
It is hardwired into every male.
Yep.
From the minute they're born, it's funny.
Pat, idiot.
Actually, I think
Okay.
I will say
There's time on the show when you decide to talk.
I will say actually, if anything, it's natural to all humans and then it's beat out of the girls.
Yeah.
Because my daughter used to laugh her ass off every time she would fart.
And then you beat it out of her?
Yes.
Your 1-year-old daughter?
At games.
Okay.
At games.
If Daddy wins Candyland, no more farty life.
Mine comes to us out of Wisconsin. 27-year-old Dylan Aufdengarten walked away from his work release job at an animal shelter while others at the shelter responded to a bogus call about a vicious dog. Police reached out to his 29-year-old girlfriend, Jennifer Harmon, who told officers that she had, in fact, picked him up outside the shelter, but ended up kicking him out of the car about 5 miles down the road after he got into an argument with her.
Mine is 17-year-old Thomas Ankrum, who walked into his ex-girlfriend's house uninvited with a pistol in his waistband, shot himself in the leg, then limped away. He was later picked up by officers at a Rite Aid and is now being held on charges of second-degree burglary, unlawful carrying of a firearm, and discharging a firearm within city limits. Johnny 5.
Mine is the guy that cut us off on the highway when we were on our way up here, nearly causing a rear-end collision between us and a tractor-trailer.
You said rear-end collision. Rooster.
Mine are the 35 people that had to respond to a naked woman high on shrooms in the mountains, and also the same rangers that want to continue an investigation on this.
Oh, no.
Mine's the guy, well, actually, it's the police wondering why the guy who was arrested 70 times for getting free food was arrested.
Those are the nominees. Vote in the chat. You can vote all the way through the top 13, all the way through our votes. When it gets to my vote, too bad, so sad. If it's not in, it doesn't count. That being said, I am thoroughly excited to find out the topic for this week's top 13 list.
Go ahead and hit the intro.
Pornos, motorheads, geeks, sluts, bloods, wastoids, dweebies, dickheads. They all adore him. They think he's a righteous dude.
Number 5 is alive.
I got some interesting news, which might be the best, coolest thing that ever happened to me in my life. Wednesday of last week.
That's some big hype to live up to.
You get to fight Danzig?
No. I found out through my father's extensive research into our family tree.
Oh my God, you're black.
I am indeed part black.
No, I
You
totally.
can say the N-word now! Yes!
Well, he can say half of the N-word. I totally forgot. Once you started, I was like, damn it, Brian told me about this.
Yep.
Oh, it's awesome.
So
How
it turns
black
out-
are you?
He's so black.
No.
Johnny 5 is so black.
I'm still predominantly Irish. But
He now
there
cares
is-
about his shoes.
There is
He's
some.
like Peter Griffin.
So he's blackish.
He can't hold down a job, and he cares about his shoes a little more.
How far back?
Wait a second, that does explain something.
This was I can't hold down a job.
Exactly.
And why
Well,
he keeps having kids.
It's inadvertently profiling. They just won't keep me.
That's it. They found out before you. Who's
Yeah.
black?
It was through my father's side.
Okay.
It goes back to 1850.
That's not very far.
No, actually, there before Virginia seceded, however you want to say it, or West Virginia seceded.
It's seceded.
It was Hardee County, and once they did, they freed all the slaves in Hardee County.
I was like, somebody owned a slave, didn't they?
My father's great-great-grandfather
Okay.
married one of his slaves
Ooh, blood traitor.
and fathered 4 children, of which I am a direct descendant, and they were the richest farmers in Hardee County.
A few.
You get restitution.
This is the greatest, coolest news that's ever happened in my life. I have 2 black friends.
Right?
2 black
That's what I
friends.
said. So here are the my top 13 signs I should have known.
Oh, I think we already spoiled one of them.
No.
Oh.
These are all the signs I should have known. If not, that justify some of my behavior.
Okay.
All right. Number 13, I can barbecue anything.
This is true.
Number 12, I never smile in pictures. Number 11, jazz, blues, Motown, soul, gospel are all my musics of choice. Number 10, 70% of the women on my dad's side of the family are single mothers.
Oh, God.
Number 9, most of the rejoins that I've created for Projekt X have been old school hip hop.
Yeah.
Number 8, I know what hog maw is, and I still eat it.
I don't.
It is it's the American South version of haggis. It's the lining of a pig's stomach that's been stuffed with sausage and vegetables.
That
grains,
just sounds like
so on,
haggis. What's American about it?
It's not sheep, and they don't use a lot of innards.
Okay.
They do it. Just the stomach. Number 7, I have a cousin whose nickname is Boo Boo.
Oh my God.
Number 6, I still kind of think Cat Williams is funny. Number 5, I hold Tupac and Kurt Cobain at the same exact level. And I do. I mean, and like I said, let me say this. It sounds like I'm joking. I'm really not. This is all true.
No, yeah, this is true stuff.
Number 4, at 32, I love Kool-Aid. And the
Right
best
on.
flavor?
Oh, God.
Red.
Aw.
Yeah, no, there's not. It's not
With a
flavor.
twist.
It's color. The color is the flavor.
Yep.
It's red. Number 3, I can and often do wear purple without looking like a total douchebag.
Right on.
Number 2, none of my family functions last less than 5 hours. And number 1, I married a white woman. All true. It's all true. That's the sad part, dude. It sounds like I'm making a joke and I'm making fun of it, and I'm not. It's just like, it's all true. I was like, dude, I have embraced my culture and I didn't even know it was there.
I'm so happy you're black.
He will never say
Wait
this
a
again,
second.
ever.
Does this mean our one intern was wrong to be mad?
Yes.
Yes. Absolutely.
We're not going to rehash the story, but
Because
yes.
he pushed for that name.
Yep. Oh, I meant the top 13 that he rewrote after the fact.
Yeah.
I was talking about Toby.
No.
Yeah, no, I meant the top 13.
I'll fill you in afterwards.
Okay.
The top 13 that never was if you go to the archives.
I forgot.
That one's not even in the archives anymore.
That's what I'm saying. It
Yeah.
never was if you go to the archives.
No, I mean, that whole show, it's gone.
Chris vote.
I'm gonna go with Rooster.
Oh no vote.
Pat.
Rooster vote.
I'm gonna go with J5.
Johnny 5 vote.
I'll go with you.
Pat vote.
I will go with Johnny 5.
Carry the 2.
Screw it. I go with Johnny 5. Put an end to that real quick. Drum roll. This week's Idiot of the Week winner is
the newest brother in the room.
He only won because of affirmative action.
Johnny 5, I just have one thing to say.
I didn't want to be a racist. I had to vote for him.
Johnny 5, I just have one thing to say.
What's up? Right on, brother.
So I just want to ask, you want to do a show on Saturday?
No, honestly, dude, I was so excited to hear that. I really was. I have been giddy about doing this.
Oh, you can go back
all
to
week.
college for free now.
No, I don't have that much. I don't have
He's
that
not
saturation.
Good. He's not that good. Before we go, I want to say happy birthday to Alex tomorrow morning.
And I want to say, Salam alaikum.
I'll save my happy birthday for when it means something tomorrow morning.
I had to say it on the show, damn it.
Damn it.
Yeah.
Okay, happy birthday, Alex. If you missed any part of the show, you can catch it in its entirety soon-ish on morningshowcentral.com on the 24-hour live feed, or tomorrow morning-ish on projectxshow.com in the archive section. You can listen to the podcast on Stitcher. Free app, works on all smartphones. Search Project X Radio Show. Thanks to whoever listened on phones, computers, participated in the chat. We will be back next week with probably nowhere near as exciting news as we got tonight. Good night.